All right, tract 46 at Whitetail Ridge. This is one of the bigger tracts out here. We're parked on the easement road that borders the entire east side of the property. So this tract is toward the north end of Whitetail Ridge, making it extremely private. The easement road actually ends less than half a mile after this property, so very little through traffic. As we look to the north, the property is on the left-hand side of the road. It's the highest on the east side toward the road, and as you go westerly, it slopes down. Some areas it slopes gradually. Some areas, according to the topo map, are pretty steep. In fact, there's some type of little valley that runs east and west across the north side of the property. We've explored just a fraction of this property. It's a good-sized tract. Found some nice potential sites toward the southeast side. There was one site about 150 feet off the road that looked like it could be a really nice site for camping or building or whatnot. And then, of course, the way the property slopes down as you go west means you've got the potential for an excellent view. So enough good area to have a fairly large site, and then, of course, you have that fantastic view off to the west. It's hard to see when the leaves are on the trees when you're at ground level, but it's definitely there. So as we look easterly, we're looking over the property. You can just see the easement road. And we're going to pan around and probably come back across. Right in the middle of the screen, if you look from the bottom up, that looks like that little valley area that we mentioned, which would be on the north side of the property. Fantastic area for wild turkey, as well as white-tailed deer. There's a little creek just a few hundred feet west of this property, so I'm sure that the wildlife use that for a water source. Cross over the property to get there. So looking southerly now on the easement road, the property sits on the right side. We're only 3 or 4 miles from Bennett Springs State Park. We're only about 12 miles, I believe, from Lebanon, Missouri, which is a good-sized regional city. The Niangua River is within a couple miles in several directions. Amazing river for swimming and fishing and floating and canoeing and kayaking, all that good stuff. Flows into Lake of the Ozarks about 15 miles north of this area. Still looking southerly, so the property's still on the right side of the road. So check out the listing page on the website. We'll have an interactive map. We'll have some topo maps and whatnot, so you can kind of see just how this property is situated. And if you have any questions, just let us know.